I'll tell you, I've been eating so much, my ass is like chapped raw.
All food is good.
Like, oh yeah, I'll eat that. Oh yeah, I'll have that. Oh man, that's good. You have no idea how good that is. Woo, that's good. You want it. You want it bad. Oh yeah.
Good or not good?
Now, yeah.
Yes, are good, you know?
I feel like I swallowed a beach ball today, by the way. It's 6 a.m. in Rome's Fiumicino Airport, about 20 miles from the center of Italy's capital city. But it might as well be another planet. This could be any airport in the world, another bleary early morning stumble. But the city it services, there's nothing like it in the world.
It's important to visit Rome in slow motion. Slow motion.
Absolutely.
No?
Assolutamente.
Piano, piano. The famous walking Rome, passeggiata romana, vacanze romane.
Come Gregory Peck.
Ideally, you visit Rome slowly. You sit, you stroll. You take it slow, and as it comes. You don't go to see stuff, you'll let it slip up on you, one piazza, one fountain, one amazing structure at a time. That would be the best case scenario. But if you're laid over for a day or two, or more likely on one of those up tours, 5 cities in 10 days, well, there's no time to waste. Fiumicino Airport has the usual assortment of transportation options. The easiest but pricier would be a taxi straight into town to your hotel. That's a flat fare of about $60. There are shuttle buses for about $15, which should take about 40 minutes. But traffic can be unpredictable. I opt for the express train this time around. $20 and only 30 minutes. It's supposed to be fast, efficient, easy. But honestly, as I stare down yet another endless walkway, I begin to regret my decision.
Don't do this. Take a cab. Especially if you got luggage.
Plus, this means I have to go through Termini Station.
Whatever you would like to take, a bus, a metro, also a tram, a train, to cross the city, also to cross Italy. The consequence of this is that Termini Station is really near to be a hell.
Termini Station is the massive transportation hub of Rome, and it's the center of suckdom as far as I'm concerned.
No parking, bad traffic, bad service. The train are sempre in ritardo e sono sporchi molte persone che vivono intorno alla stazione.
It has all the charm of New York's Penn Station, which is to say, none at all. Where to stay, where to stay? I suggest the Centro Storico, or historical center of the city, so you're within walking distance of all the good stuff that you want to at least lay eyes on. Hotels are expensive, so book early if you're shooting for lower-priced pensiones, as they tend to fill up quickly. On the other hand, if you want to blow it out and live large and pay big time for the privilege, the Hotel de Russie is swankadelic, discreet, and it's right down the street, yet comfortably insulated from the Spanish Steps. But again, it's expensive. You should know a Roman. In a perfect world, we all would. I know Sarah Pampaloni, who takes me to breakfast in her classic 1970 Fiat 500.
Let's ride.
Along the way, I get the abridged tour.
Via Nazionale is one of the main streets. Piazza del Popolo, Piazza Barberini, Circo Massimo, Isola Tiberina, the Sant'Angelo Castle, Via delle Quattro Fontane, it's the Four Fountain Street. This is the Canova Bar. Fellini came here to have breakfast. Here we go, St. Peter's. Isn't it beautiful? Wow.
So much for slow motion.
This is Via del Corso. It might be interesting for tourists because there are lots of shops. Right behind Via del Tritone, there's Fontana di Trevi. We can go in there with a car.
And you have to see that. I mean, you come to Rome, let's say, you have to go see that.
Even on a layover. This is Piazza Venezia.
Mussolini spoke from here, right?
Yes.
Mussolini would stand up there,
Would
right?
stand up there. Yeah, there's a little balcony over there. And this one was built for first King of Rome.
That's pretty damn impressive and huge.
They call it a typewriter. Yeah, because it looks like an old typewriter. And now we're heading to the Colosseum, which is, I think, one of the most famous monuments ever in the world.
You know, one of the things I love about Rome is that, in a lot of ways, it's smaller than you think it's going to be. You know, I guess in the States, we're used to these big monuments and ancient buildings with a lot of empty space around them. Most of the time, they just pop up at you. You know, you're walking along and there's something amazing.
Yeah, you're right. It's like a cinema set.
This car is so tiny, I feel like I'm driving in a clown car.
Everybody's bigger than us.
Yeah, but everybody respects the Cinquecento.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it's a symbol of Italy. Like Vespa and Cinquecento are the major...
Right, sentimental favorites.
Yeah.
Naturally, a 40-year-old car can be temperamental.
No, she didn't. Oops. Sorry. Hold on. And... Oh. Good girl, good girl. Okay, baby, take us to cappuccino.
Cappuccino is like a coffee. You drink only during the morning. Please do not drink cappuccino after 11 a.m. It sounds strange and definitely you become a tourist.
Yeah, cappuccino dai? 2 cappuccini perfetti. Guardi, tanto lei è già perfetto, no? Le fa già perfetto. Fantastico.
This is breakfast in Rome. No eggs, no pancakes. You save room for lunch. Here at places like this, Caffè Faggiani in the upscale Prati district, it's cappuccino and maybe a cornetto. That's it.
There you go, cappuccino. What's important in cappuccino is the foam. Has to be perfect, thick, like cream. It's almost like the cream on the Guinness. You can write your name and you drink it and it stays the same.
Yeah, my wife eats hers with a spoon. She sips and then eats.
That's good. I sip it and then I eat it with a spoon. I do it the other way around.
That's good.
Yes, they know how to make it. Grazie mille.
Good. Perfect breakfast.
Don't call it croissant.
No. I know better.
Cornetto.
If you're feeling over-caffeinated, maybe hit up Pascucci for the classic Roman frullati, their version of a fruit smoothie, right in the old center. The Misto Amalfi is the house specialty, and it's good. You could have that delicious, ubiquitous hotel breakfast, I guess, but you are seriously a idiot if you do. You will be needing that real estate for good food, not room temperature eggs.
And now for the cream. It's not rude to make a noise, in this case, so go ahead. Okay, let's go.
I'm good.
Good.
Thank you.
Grazie, arrivederci. We're barman.
What's a Roman specialty you might have for, say, a light lunch or a snack? Well, one might head off to the Pigneto district. Score yourself some porchetta. This is I Porchettoni, and they are not around.
In this corner, we can see Anthony Bourdain salivating in front of the porchetta.
Oh, yeah.
How does it look?
Hey, it looks damn good.
Oh,
That's
wow.
what it looks like. God, look at that.
It's good.
The pride of Rome, porchetta, is a whole deboned pig stuffed with herbs, spit roasted, and generally served with a pitcher of ice-cold Italian beer.
This is a Roman thing?
Yep.
Principally?
Yep. It's absolutely Roman.
I can't believe I missed this.
You have it in other parts of Italy, but this is
Yeah.
typical Roman. Most famous one is from Ariccia, which is one of those little villages around Rome. And people will go there because
for the porchetta.
just for the porchetta.
What neighborhood is this?
It's called Pigneto. It has become fashionable among
Right.
students and painters.
Hipsters.
Yeah.
Hate hipsters. Oh, yeah.
Sì. Adesso eliminare. Salute.
Beer and roast pig. They go together so well.
Oh, and this was just a late morning snack. I still have a lunch date to attend.
Un consiglio che do ai turisti che vengono a Roma è quello di girare a piedi per i vicoletti che si trovano di qua e di là dal Tevere, ma girare a piedi con calma e osservare anche il minimo particolare.
But Tony, I hate walking. Or I left my scooter at Cinnabon. Okay, Slowpoke, I feel you. In Rome, you can, for €1, get 75 minutes of unlimited access to any of Rome's many means of public transport. The metro, for instance. However, there are only 2 lines. They cross the city like an X, meeting at guess where? Termini Station. There's buses and trams above ground. Not a big difference, just depends where you're going.
Quando Roma è diventata proprio impossibile di uscire con la macchina, mi muovo abbastanza bene con i mezzi pubblici. La macchina io l'ho rifiutata.
Me, I'm going with the tram.
Generally in my life, I'm picked up by a Lincoln Town car and taken behind tinted glass everywhere I want to go. Isolated in a pod from humanity and any possibility of friendship or congress with other human beings. But for the purposes of this show, I will pretend to take public transportation. No, I'm much nicer.
Conveniently, the tram takes me right here. The Ponte Fabrizio, which happens to be Rome's oldest bridge.
Deep thoughts. I'll tell you, I've been eating so much, my ass is like chapped raw. It's like steak tartare down there. Like a mink. And the toilet paper in this country is not the fluffiest. It's very abrasive, sitting on steel wool every time I sit down. Here's a traveler's tip. Bring your own double ply. Oggi.
Tony.
Piacere.
Ciao.
Buongiorno. Ciao.
Buongiorno.
Good to meet you.
This is Gabriele Bonci.
Okay. Parto con la spesa e basta?
A rogue pizzaiolo who's got a tiny and unusually innovative pizza shop near the Vatican, which we'll try later.
Going to a trattoria?
Yes,
Good one?
Trattoria. This is my big friend.
Ah, beautiful.
Okay.
Right now, though, he's taking me for lunch on Isola Tiberina. A tiny island in the middle of the Tiber River, the island was once a dumping ground for the criminal and the sick. Now it's a perfect spot for a stroll, or better yet, lunch at the famous Soralello.
Nice to meet you, Simone.
Good to meet you.
Ciao, Gabriele. Come stai? Prego.
Just over the bridge in a building that's over 1,000 years old, Soralella is a classic family-owned Roman trattoria that has been here for over 50 years. Joining us for lunch is good friend of Bonci's, Chef Mauro Trabalza. The place is named for his grandmother, a famous Roman actress whose image is seen everywhere.
Rome, Tony, and Sorella.
Welcome to Sorella.
Mauro's father is at the helm serving up old-school Italian dishes, starting with suppli, Italian rice croquettes.
Come on, you look.
Enjoy.
Okay, you look. It's wonderful egg.
Nice.
Carbonara suppli.
I'm a sucker for an egg yolk.
You have to make this fresh.
Yeah.
Carefully around the egg yolk.
Exactly.
Right away. Fry, not too much.
Not too much.
Because it's got to be
Exactly.
nice.
Then polpette, a type of meatball.
Veal, vitello,
veal.
and mortadella.
Yeah. And Parmesan cheese, egg, and raisins. The philosophy of my family, cooked with the passion, with the heart, and originality. The philosophy is all food is good.
Cucina del popolo.
Quinto quarto. Quinto quarto is oxtail, yes, offal.
All parts.
Yes, everything.
Trippa,
coda, coratella.
The meat, Vatican City. And coratella, trippa, coda, and popolo.
So the steaks,
Okay,
that goes to Vatican City.
Exactly.
Traditionally.
Yes.
In the old days. The people, they eat the tripe.
Coratella is a classic example of this. Lamb's heart, liver, and lungs, sautéed with onions and white wine.
This is the plate of the grandmama of Rome.
But young people, they like it
People,
again.
Sometimes the new generation don't like.
Look, Tony, this
Scarpetta.
Scarpetta means little shoe, and is what they call it when you wipe the plate clean with your bread.
Now arrived my father's creation. The name is Caprese 3000.
It's Mauro's father's take on caprese salad. Panna cotta stuffed with buffalo mozzarella, tomato aspic, pesto, and pine nuts.
So traditional flavors, traditional ingredients, untraditional presentation.
Exactly.
And the Italian flag,
Yeah.
of course.
Finally, lamb alla cacciatore, classic Italian cooking at its finest. Now granted, this is a large lunch, and maybe a picnic is more your style. If that's the case, find a place like Volpetti in the working-class Testaccio district. These Italian deli groceries known as alimentari or salumeria are the perfect place to stock up on some of Rome's best flavors. Salami, prosciutto, cheeses, olives, wine, all in one place. Procured, stored, sliced, and sold with genuine passion and real craftsmanship. You pretty much can't go wrong with takeout like this. And of course, there are fountains and piazzas around every corner we can sit down and eat. Or you could grab some of the best fried codfish around at Filetti di Baccalà, an unassuming place near Campo de Fiori in the old center. These women do one thing and they do it well. Fried zucchini is also available, but it's really about the fish. Back at Sorella, the conversation changes gears.
Your business.
Pizza. Just pizza. Rinnovare la pizza a taglio. La pizzeria a taglio è stato sempre un food veloce e non di qualità. Penso che quando si cucina si fa arte. E io sono un artista da strada. Okay.
Street artist.
Yeah.
I like it.
Talking about pizza with Italian chefs, I had to bring up something that's always bothered me, knowing for sure that they share my revulsion.
Now, have you seen this Hawaiian pizza? You've seen it in New York.
In New York, yeah, I know.
It's.
Pineapple and ham, yes.
I cannot eat pineapple and ham.
Yeah,
It is the most horrifying thing.
Stasera, oggi, io ti faccio mangiare la pizza ananas e prosciutto.
Tonight, Gabriele make for you pizza with pineapple and ham. And pizza.
Yes, shut up. Yes, shut up. Yes.
And it'll be good.
Today, you look. Today, cheers. Today, tu mangia? Ah.
No way.
Yes. Shut up. Yes. Yes. Just a moment. Tonight, okay?
Have you ever done it before?
No, my father. Non lo so.
I'm sure this guy's good, but I will believe it when I see it.
Hey, you.
If you are in Rome and it's really hot, the water that you can find in a nasone is the best water you can drink in Rome. With a nasone you can always have a pausa di freschezza, di calma.
A long, hot day in Rome. Maybe a little espresso, sit out in a cafe, hope to catch a breeze.
Oh, the glory that is Rome. I
that's nice. What a beautiful location. It's fantastic here.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What do you want?
Espresso.
Okay.
Let's see what witless facts you've provided me with this exciting episode of Interminable Layover. Where this fake guidebook keeps coming from in every show and why is something I will never understand. Do not make television when in Rome, as it will really suck all of the joy out of the experience. Italy is not a tipping country, and Romans tip only when they're really pleased with the service. Sorry, no can do. I'm a 20% tipper. I don't care what land I'm in. Most Italian employees go on vacation in August. If you come to Rome at that time of the year, you'll find an almost empty city. Well, that's not true. It will be clogged with tourists. If you like watching the glamorous Romans, better to visit Rome in late spring or fall. On the other hand, if like me, you just love watching ugly tourists waddle past, slowly frying in the midsummer sun, July's fine.
We can always recognize that if they are tourists or not from the way that they are dressed.
I turisti che vengono a Roma li riconosci a volte per le scarpe.
Quando vengono a Roma, che febbraio, marzo, che vengono in calzoncine, calzoncine corti, insomma, e delle ciabatte da mare, diciamo.
Not very smiley about the French, or too much smiley about the Americans.
E d'estate perché si bagnano nelle fontane.
Summer can be very hot in town. If you want to find some cool relief while not interrupting your sightseeing, go visit a church. I don't approve of that, no. God won't help you. When I'm in Italy with my daughter, 4 o'clock in the afternoon is gelato time. The quintessential summer snack. Something sweet between lunch and dinner. There are, of course, gelaterias good and not so good everywhere in Italy, but it's worth looking for a great one. Gelateria dei Gracchi in the Prati district is probably the best of the best.
Cioccolato fondente senza latte.
Or you could make like the notorious dictator Maximus and grab a grata checca. His he had made with imported snow. They don't do that anymore, but you can get one of these sort of slushy snow coney treats with sweet syrup poured over shaved ice and mixed fruits at roadside stands like this one, Della Sora Maria, also in the Prati district.
È una cosa differente o dal gelato o dalla pizza italiana. È fresca e dissetante. La consiglio a tutti.
Grazie. Me, I'm sticking with the espresso. I'm meeting up with Bonci at his place. Pizza, ubiquitous as you'd expect. A lot of it, frankly, pretty bad pizza. Here, it's often served by the piece or slice. Al taglio. You pick your slice, tell them how much you want, and pay by weight. The toppings offered are pretty standard throughout Rome, but I'm not going anyplace standard. Maestro.
Vai, Tony.
Pizzaria, Bonci's place, is a departure from the classics. This little hole in the wall in the Prati district, right behind the Vatican, is where Bonci, in the last few years, claims to have invented 1,500 different takes on pizza. Clearly, he's not done yet.
La pizza a taglio è tutta ancora da inventare.
Perché it's constantly being invented and reinvented.
Sì.
I believe, because, you know why I believe? Because what?
Yes. This is è multicellular.
This is why I believe.
Ok, questo per il fatto che per il pane, per gli impasti. So this is a multi-cereal that we made every day.
It's beautiful. Here, as with all great pizza, it starts with the dough. A true and noble dough. The best pizza being the end result of an old and well-maintained bacterial culture, a starter. Bonci is using one that's 200 years old. This is magic, I can tell. Look at this. You can feel it, breathing. She's like a woman.
This is number one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all about this.
Do you want mangiare?
Sì.
Okay. This moment. Beh,
all right.
Grande. Okay.
Is that foie gras?
Ciliegie e foie gras.
Cherries and foie. Oh,
Dillo.
that's fun. Look at this.
No.
Oh man, that's good. It's delicious. It's fantastic. The fat from the foie, the sweetness from the cherries, this amazing crust.
Okay, you have to try this one.
Raspberries?
Raspberries with roasted potatoes, goat cheese, and then fresh mint.
Una volta l'anno e basta.
This is made one time in a year.
It's amazing.
Fantastic.
Fantastico. Yeah, come on, yeah. Oh, fantastico.
Never in a million years would I think this. I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, no. I did.
3 ingredients. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
No more.
Just 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, come on. Now, this is old school. This is pretty traditional, right?
Yeah, pretty traditional.
Mozzarella, fresh mozzarella, and zucchini flowers.
Yeah.
Yes.
With anchovies.
Questa è tipica romana. Ok.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. You want it bad. Your life would be so much better if you had this right now. Leave your family, abandon your children, touch yourself. You know you want it.
If you're feeling a little bloated and gassy, belt tightening around your waist like a hangman's noose, and looking for something on the lighter side, there's alicotta con l'indivia, an anchovy dish, and a staple of Rome's Jewish ghetto, which is, by the way, one of the city's most beautiful and ancient neighborhoods. Back at the pizzarium, I kind of hoped that Bonci would have forgotten the Hawaiian Pizza Challenge.
Mintuccia. Ham and pineapple.
Ham and pineapple.
Ok.
Oh, no. Have you tasted it?
Cioè, l'hai mai fatta questa? L'hai mai provata? Never.
Mai.
Never.
Ok.
I want to see you eat it.
Ok.
Yeah.
I and you, eh?
Meet together.
Ok.
All right. Here we go.
Ok.
What do you think? First time you made it?
First time you made it?
Just a moment.
Needs heat, some pain. It needs some pain with this.
Just a moment.
Exactly right.
Bourdain?
This is exactly what this needs.
This is chef, my friend.
Now it's a sort of
Good or no good?
Now, yeah.
Yes, I'm good, you know?
Before, now, perfect. Now, what was that?
Fried onions and 12 kind of different peppers.
Totally changed it. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
No good, pineapple and ham. Pineapple, ham, and onion is wonderful. Okay.
That should not have been good. That should not have been good. It was really, really good.
Era buona, però arrivava fino a un certo punto. Con la cipolla fritta e il pepe ha totalmente cambiato.
Totally. Monster. Let me say again, the crust is amazing. Amazing.
Sadly, I must move on. As much as I'd like to just stay here eating the pizza, drinking the wine, shooting the... I have a show to do.
Mi sono sempre sentito fortunato di essere nato in questa città. La città dell'impero, degli imperatori, dei papi.
Penso che sia la città più bella del mondo e penso sempre come lo straniero per la prima volta possa vederla.
Roma is museo. Is museo.
Museo all'aperto.
È molto bello vivere una vita oggi in una situazione di 2000 e tanti anni fa.
Trastevere is like so many hipster magnets, a former working-class neighborhood. Freni e Frisoni, or Brakes and Clutches, is an auto repair garage turned bar. There's a free buffet for the college students to fill up in between drinks. And unintended pregnancies. Halfway through my layover, and the clock is ticking. Look, you can see it in the corner somewhere, some kind of creative graphic trying to give you the impression that something world-changingly important is going on. Oh no, will little Timmy get his new kidney on time? And little Timmy, I hope he dies. I'm sitting down and relaxing and having a Negroni. Actually, I'm gonna have a bunch of Negronis.
That's good. You need the orange. Not lemon, orange. By the way, when making Negronis at home, 1/3 high-end gin, 1/3 Campari, and 1/3 sweet vermouth. I don't really like gin, I don't really like Campari, and I don't like sweet vermouth, but together, your friend.
The Count Negroni, it is said, invented this fine cocktail in Florence. Unsatisfied with the level of alcohol in his Americano cocktail of Campari and sweet vermouth, he suggested his waiter ratchet up the danger level with the addition of gin. Thus was born a classic, and many incidents dimly, if at all, remembered. If this is not your scene and you're feeling an uncontrollable urge to parade your banana hammock while drinking, there's Angelina's, a swank swimming pool bar located on the Tiber near Ponte San Angelo. Me, I'm ginned up and looking to indulge my obsession with classic Italian sunglasses.
These are sort of interesting.
If shopping is not what you're into, how about dead people? Known as the Protestant or English cemetery, you can channel your inner Byron by moping around the graves of the poet John Keats or Percy Shelley, composing perhaps a few verses while the afternoon shadows grow longer from the Colosseum. Stay gold, pony boy, stay gold. Gianicolo, I see from my guidebook, makes for a nice scenic vantage point at sunset from which to see the whole city. My producer says you could bring a date or even a prostitute there. City of love, city of PDA.
Only Samantha Brown looks at the camera and starts babbling about, like, romance. Romanesque, there's really no place like it, is there? Oh, romance is in the air. No. Should be wistful after the fact. Looking back on that moment, I realized, though I may not have been able to appreciate it at the time, even then the air was redolent with the stench of amore.
This, I'm alone.
La serata può continuare anche un po' in periferia, dove si trovano trattorie, ristoranti che forse sono un po' fuori dagli itinerari turistici, ma offrono una cucina genuina.
Back to Pigneto neighborhood, where I had Porchetta earlier, this time for dinner. Sarah and her friend Lucio are taking me to Beto e Mary, an unassuming, typically Roman and definitely not touristy neighborhood place.
Man, this place is packed. People seem really into it, man. These guys are doing monster business. From the street, it doesn't look like they're doing much. You come back here, it's...
Yeah, but you can smell it from outside.
You know, I've been watching the food go by to the other tables. It's like, oh yeah, I'll eat that. Oh yeah, I'll have that. Yeah.
This is the place where you can find the quintessential Roman cuisine without compromising for the taste of tourists. We are far from the center. We are in a suburb, and basically you can find the hardcore Roman cuisine.
Hardcore.
Here. Yes.
Cool. I'm curious to see what that is.
No menus. The owner, Beto, sits down like an old friend and tells you what they got. Ask what we feel like, and soon there's antipasti of fried broccoli and mushrooms, eggplant with olives and peppers, roasted red peppers with pignoli nuts, and nervetti, which is tender veal tendon. Next, a very old-school dish that's certain to get us mail. Sfilacci, shaved horse meat with arugula and parmigiana. Oh, stop it. We may not eat horses in the U.S., but we kill them by the droves and sell the meat to Canada. Hypocrites.
Tasty.
Horse meat, for example, is something you won't find in a restaurant of the center.
You try to sell this in New York, you'd have picketers out front of your restaurant. You'd have hippies with signs accusing you of murder.
But is it different to murder a pig or a horse?
Well, exactly.
Oh yes, rigatoni with oxtail ragu. Pretty much mention oxtail and ragu and I'm ready to slit somebody's throat for a bite. Oh, and this, fettuccine with artichoke and sweetbreads. Nice. Finally.
Oxtail. Try. Hard lemon and long. Lemon tiston. Sweetbread with them. Filled in one sauce.
Beautiful.
If you're looking for less challenging, maybe more familiar ground, you could head over to the just as authentic Ristoro degli Angeli in the residential Garbatella neighborhood.
Il mio è un ristorante che richiama la tradizione della cucina italiana, con alcuni piatti di cucina romana, ma soprattutto della tradizione regionale di tutte le regioni italiane.
Great pastas, great seafood dishes, and a specialty, and it's excellent, a fettuccine with butter, parmigiana, and toasted sesame seeds.
This place is awesome. Sometimes it's very hard to find to find the right restaurant. A lot of places change their style to sort of accommodate what they think are Western tastes. So how would you know?
You know, it's not a matter of being in the center, because even in very touristic areas, you can find tourist traps and very good restaurants. In Rome, every good place has a line in front of it. The Romans tend to stick with the place they like very much,
right.
And they don't mind staying in line waiting to be served. If there's a line, it's a good sign.
Stay away from restaurant with a menu in English and in Italian.
Bisognerebbe sempre rimanere nell'ambito delle trattorie, dove c'è la possibilità di avere anche un prezzo giusto e un cibo molto buono.
If you're going to visit here for any period of time, better make friends with a Roman.
Roma è completamente diversa di notte, è completamente deserta, è ben illuminata ed è veramente suggestiva.
It's a beautiful summer night, and like I said before, when in Rome, you walk, whenever convenient. Lucio and I take a stroll over to the Spanish Steps from the Piazza del Popolo, the so-called People's Square.
It's pretty, huh? The little statues around.
The statues around, the drawings that are made on the obelisk.
Right,
you
the
know,
hieroglyphs.
Yes.
It's the details. God is in the details, as somebody said. And this neighborhood's a whole different animal late at night.
It's undeniably gorgeous. No one could not be susceptible to how gorgeous.
What a town. Wish I could stay here another week.
If I had the time, and I don't, I might head over to the Belvedere Ciderna, an open-air terrace with a view of the Colosseum. During the summer months, they show movies. There's even an outdoor cocktail lounge, the Elefunk Kitchen Club. So really, what else do you need?
See, isn't that nice?
I've never actually climbed the Spanish Steps. There's no point unless there's like sausage at the top. Speaking of which.
All right, as much as I enjoy a beautiful vista, and this is a beautiful vista, I feel like some sausage. Let's go, come on. I feel like I swallowed a beach ball today, by the way. But I have about this much room left for sausage.
Sadly, our first choice of mystery meat vendors was closed, so we ended up at another one, outskirts of town, where the owner was, at least at first, less than thrilled to see us.
Yeah, we're not in here. We're big spenders. Oh, yeah. Not just me, but all my friends. So what does one eat at this hour?
I will get arrosticini. It's like a sheep on a...
Lamb on a stick. Cool, let's do that. It's nice you can buy beer out of a truck, yeah?
You would not in New York?
Oh, no.
If you have any concerns about mystery meat, there are these cocomero stands where you can indulge your need for healthy fruit like melons or berries or some whatever. Me, I'm sticking with the street meat.
I think it's only appropriate at this moment to quote Lord Byron. Is there anything more glorious than meat on a stick?
This place is called Lozzozzone, which means the dirty, fat guy.
Really?
Yeah.
He's living up to the advertising.
Exactly.
No, he's a nice man. He's smiling now. He's happy now.
It's a little bit harsh, but in the end, he took care of us.
Right. You know, it's 11:30 at night. You can get meat on a stick and beer. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'll tell you, those burgers look pretty sinister.
C'è un segreto di Roma che forse non tutti conoscono e che si può scoprire soltanto all'alba. All'alba, quando il sole ancora non è sorto, per le strade della città vecchia, della città antica, si respira un'aria e un profumo che durante il giorno non si trova più e facilmente si sente cantare. Chi canta sono donne che magari svegliano il loro bambino. Questo è veramente un segreto che dà un'emozione molto forte a chi vuole provare a scoprirlo.
Just a few hours left until my flight. For me, if there's really one absolutely essential thing to do when briefly in Rome, it's this.
This is the way to get around Rome. Speed through traffic. You're out there in the world. You can actually smell it, feel it, wind in your hair. Okay, it's a little more dangerous. But think about it. You also pull over as the instinct or impulse strikes you. You know, it's not a big commitment to park. It's cheap. It's the most totally awesome way to get around Rome. 5 times as fast, 5 times as flexible, 5 times as much fun. Why wouldn't you do this?
With that out of the way, I have just enough time for a very important final bite.
Oh, here we go. Grazie. Oh, that's nice. Look, it's so pretty.
Cacio e pepe. You can get it anywhere, but you want it good. This place, named strangely enough, Cacio e pepe, does it good.
Love it. Looks like just some plain pasta, right? With a little black pepper and cheese. And it basically is, but you have no idea how good that is. You know you want that. That's pecorino, by the way. That's not Parmesan. Look at that. Just a vision of loveliness. Looks like just nothing. It is, in fact, everything. Happy. Very happy. If you do one thing in Rome, one thing, forget about Vatican City, all the rest. One thing, find a place that is guaranteed by locals to make good cacio e pepe. Get yourself a nice jug of wine and eat.